And this is A&B Convo's Wrestling Edition. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? We are here in the house, A&B Convo's Wrestling Edition. Please let us know. We want to apologize to everybody in advance because Charter Communications / Spectrum, their internet has not been fantastic. We've been doing everything we can to make sure that our streams are clean as possible. So we put in a lot of work into this. Our last live stream, not so much, but it looks like it's okay. So if there's any issues, anything looks a little fuzzy, audio cuts out, let us know in the comment. But so far, so good. What is going on? Let's give some shout outs
everybody
to the people, the people's champion, Ioka. What is going on, Ioka? It's so good to see you here. Ariane, David Tate Jr. is in the house. CJ Gamer.
CJ.
All right, I love that. That's our OG right there, Jody Bennett.
Jody.
Arcel World.
Arcel.
Melrose King Swag. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop.
I love that, man. Look at that. Blood Ninja. Blood Ninja. What's up, Blood Ninja?
What's up, Blood Ninja?
Christian Thomas, Michael M, Isaiah, Dro. What's going on, Dro? How are you, my friend?
Hey, Dro.
We got a lot of people in here. Starling.
Samuel.
I love this. Yair.
Christian.
Kicking in with Leo, A&L Pro Wrestling. Walter Mitchell. Is this Walter? Like from NXT UK Walter? No, maybe not. Maybe not. Quantaven Moore in the house. What's going on, Quantaven? Jalen. All right. So, and we got Bone Crusher's also here. Come over here. Say hi, Bone Crusher.
Say hi. Come here.
Our channel mascot, Bone Crusher's in the house. Give a little shout to Bone Crusher. Bone Crusher. Because she wants down. You're fired. Get out of here. No? She's not going. All right.
Yes.
I guess you'll listen to Zelina. What's up, Rolling Bird? Love this. Full stop. Monet is in the house.
Monet?
Love this. Man, oh man, we got a lot of people in here. So let's
Look, Puerto Rico in the house.
Who's where?
Right there. Jotero.
Oh, right. All the way from Puerto Rico.
What's up?
Love that.
Nation of Domination. Okay, prediction time.
Nation of Domination. All right.
Yes.
So let me just let me just say this. All right. In my household, back in the day when I was no higher than a butterbean, Survivor Series was a Thanksgiving tradition. Okay, family would come over, have the food, get down on the traditional Survivor Series teams. And the thing is, you were always looking forward to this because there was always some buildup, right? And these were back in the day when teams actually had really cool names, like the Hulkamaniacs, or whatever the case may be. So they had really cool names, but there was this built-up animosity. And I gotta tell you, homeboy, I'm not feeling it this time.
How could you? What kind of buildup? I mean, man, first of all, they just announced teams out of nowhere with no pre-qualifying
They just tweeted real quick.
Nothing.
Let's just get this out here.
And then it was almost like when we saw the teams, everybody was like, what? Those are your teams? And now it's like they're cleaning up. Oh, you know what? No, okay, now you're off. Okay, now you need to earn it. Now, I think we're going to do this person. Like, who did this in the first place? This is a mess.
Starling Sky, you're absolutely right. We do not speak of Hulk Hogan. Don't get me started on that. But I'm just saying, right? You understand. All right.
I allow it because he's just kind of trying to make an example of a time in a generation where we were excited about that. That was pre us knowing what we know now.
Come on, Jody. You are the best, brother. We appreciate you. So, yeah, I mean, there was just, you had, aside from kayfabe, like you really took the time during that year to build up to what was ultimately going to be a really good Survivor Series pay-per-view. And maybe it's because
it was like all-star games, where you're going to have the best of both shows going against each other.
Well, you know what? There was a point that was made that maybe, just maybe, there was a situation with like AEW, because you actually have to shell out $50 for a pay-per-view. And you have to make sure you get your money's worth. WWE doesn't do that anymore, right? $4.99, Peacock Network, you get whatever you get.
Yeah, they're not worried that people aren't going to.
Yeah, so it's like there's no effort, right? So we just have a bunch of champions versus champions and just your typical Raw versus SmackDown, traditional Survivor Series team, and that's it. I don't even know what the pre-show is. And
right now we have incompleted teams.
Well, that's the thing. You have Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville.
Yeah.
What is their deal? So let me understand this. So Brock Lesnar,
and Adam Pearce went heel.
Put a whooping on Adam Pearce. He comes back, and all of a sudden he's just a heel guy.
And threatening to bring him, or I don't know if he was threatening to bring him in for a match, or if he was threatening to suspend. I don't know what he was doing or why he brought him up. It was quite confusing, actually.
So, Dro says, do you know Roman Reigns is going to be on Jimmy Fallon? Yes, we do. She did not. Well, I did. She did not know. That was actually going to be a surprise for her. Roman Reigns is going to be on Jimmy Fallon tonight. So we will have to watch that later.
Yes, we will.
Yeah, they should have started building Survivor Series, honestly, right after Crown Jewel. I think what's interesting now you saw Big E and Adam Pearce, and like you said, Adam Pearce kind of threatened Brock Lesnar,
right?
Which is bizarre town. So I don't think Brock Lesnar is going to be appearing on any teams.
Yeah, that was so weird. I mean, and this just feels like a last-minute get-together.
Thank you, Samuel.
Like you're going to we're just going to throw this together. Like Survivor Series used to just be an exciting thing, and now it just feels like an afterthought.
Do we prefer Kevin Owens as a heel or a face?
A heel all day.
All day.
He's so easy to hate. He's so easy to.
Bone Crusher, what are you getting into?
He's a great heel.
Bone Crusher.
Where he belongs.
What are you doing? What's she eating over there?
He disappeared as a face to me.
What's she doing? Brock is supposed to be at SmackDown December 10th.
Hey,
Bone Crusher, we're filming here.
What are you doing?
Can you settle down?
What kind of mascot are you?
So let's get into this.
Yeah, let's get into it, baby. Let's do it.
Because we put it out there. Here are the predictions. Does anybody even care? I've been reading a lot of information in our comments and online about, like, there's just been Raw sucks, SmackDown has been and there's been no real build up to this. So there's no investment in Survivor Series. So, I mean, are you guys even invested in this? I don't know. But let's find out. What are some people saying over here? Rock, yeah, so we got the build towards Survivor Series has been terrible this year. Absolutely, John. Elite. Mm-hmm. Bret Hart versus Austin. Come on now, David. That's what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. There was build up and animosity. Mm-hmm. That was a heck of a match.
Now, they didn't need a lot of time to build up animosity between Becky and Charlotte because that's already there.
That's already there.
But,
that is already there. Mm-hmm. Marcus Brown says, you appreciate that y'all are true hardcore fans. Yep. AEW turned me off because of former WWE superstars over there. You know what? I mean, we watch it all, and we are pro wrestling fans. WWE edges out for sure, but we care. Like, you guys care. Like, we just give us a good product. Give us what you guys promised us that you would deliver time and time again. And I want to talk about The Rock as well, because this is The Rock's debut 25 years ago. He finally, he acknowledged, finally, The Rock has acknowledged himself as coming at Survivor Series 25 years ago. I would love to see him maybe make an appearance. He did promise that he would never go away. He said it. It's been a minute since we've seen him, but we'll get to that.
I think sometimes people make promises not realizing what the future holds, and I don't think he anticipated to be as big as he is.
Well, yeah, probably
not.
not.
As busy as he is,
Do we think Asuka will replace Aaliyah in the women's elimination match? Maybe Bayley. Bayley is out, Mumble Man.
No. Bayley is out for a while.
Yeah.
Her injury, she's not ready to come back yet. And I don't think I've seen Asuka without a cast on. I haven't seen her in the last month or so, but last time I saw a picture of her, she still had a cast on as well.
I think it's possible, and I think if we did, then we know where she's going to be because she's a free agent. Asuka is. So I think she would do well on SmackDown. I think she has some unfinished business with Charlotte.
Right.
So that would be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind seeing that, but
yeah.
we got to wait and see. Just like we got to wait and see what's going to happen on the men's because now Sami Zayn is out.
Yeah.
And we don't know what's going on there. So.
And Lacey Evans, I don't think she would come back this
soon.
She only had the baby, like a month ago?
Yeah,
or
she
something
just
like
had
that.
the baby.
She's not going to come back that soon.
Lacey Evans, yeah, definitely not. Jai Lee, why not? I mean, she's not doing nothing. Raquel.
Oh my gosh.
Raquel.
Okay, so now I have to eat my words.
But wait, we got to get there. We got to get there.
Yeah.
We got to get there.
Okay.
All right, so let's get there. All right, so let's start with. Do you want to start with the 5-on-5, or do you want to start with the head of the table?
Let's start with we might as well start with the head of the table. We all know who I got.
All right, let's start at the head of the table. We have Big E Langston going against the head of the table, the tribal chief, and newly unsanctioned crowned King Roman Reigns. Officially, tell the people, who do you got?
I have the head of the table. The table.
The head of the table?
The tribal chief, Mr. Roman Reigns.
100%.
1,000%.
But don't tell me this is going to be a one-sided butt whooping.
I'm not saying it's going to be a
one-sided.
one-sided.
No easy win.
I'm not saying that it will be easy. I'm not saying it's one-sided. I said that the tribal chief will win.
And looking at the comments here, it looks like everybody is right along with you. Dang. Roman.
Oh, I like that. Roman.
I got one Big E for Jacob. David Tate Jr.'s got King Roman. Oh, you put the king on that, David. What's going on? Blood Ninja's got Roman. Wow. Big E's butt. That is rough. Marcus says, Big E Langston, we need to see as WWE champion at the New Day, Big E. And you get the tribal chief winning. We have been seeing a more aggressive Big E.
Yeah.
This is for sure.
Yeah.
And he did send a message. If y'all saw Raw, I know some people weren't feeling Raw this week. We actually kind of enjoyed it.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't think it was as bad as other people did. I mean, because actually that match that the Street Profits had with the Alpha Omega team Alpha Omega.
It's the Alpha Academy.
I know. That was actually a really good match.
Yeah, it was.
It was actually a really good match. Yeah,
yeah,
I thought that was pretty good. Yeah, so I thought the matches were pretty hard hitting. So.
But Big E sent a message home to your boy. He said, tell your daddy, I'm coming.
Daddy Roman.
See, again, we don't talk about this, don't we?
I mean, he was calling him daddy and his name was wrong. I was just saying daddy.
Yeah, he called him daddy. You're not calling him daddy.
I'm not calling him daddy.
You see, yeah, okay. Y'all get your girl. Roman, Walter, Big E for the win. A&L Pro, they could shock us and have Big E win with a Rock distracted Roman starting. Okay, see, yeah. So let's talk about that for a second.
A Rock distracted Roman.
Let's talk about that for a second. There has been talk, rumor and speculation that The Rock is ultimately going to face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Now, WrestleMania, No, most likely LA.
Right, next year in Hollywood.
But what better way?
To start having some.
Because here's the thing. This is his anniversary month. He premiered at Survivor Series.
Right.
What better way than to have this man come back? You don't even have to do anything to Roman. Just appear. Check this out.
And off the distraction.
Roman comes in. Right? Big E comes in. They do their thing. Whatever happens, if you smell, Rock comes out. They come into the ring. They look at each other. Then a smile because Roman's not sure what Rock's going to do. They kind of hug. Boom! Rock bottom. Let him know who the head of the table really is. Maybe even takes that Universal Championship, holds it above his head on the second rope.
I see that happening eventually. I don't see that happening this Survivor Series.
Also, I'm saying in Survivor Series, nobody seems to be feeling it. There's no big build-up. So if you're going to have a surprise and have people talking,
that would be the way to go.
That would be the way to go. Is that a possibility? Are y'all? Could you see that happening? I can see that happening. Yahir has Big E, so we do have some Big E, but for the most part, this poll is all the way. He was rubbing cocoa butter. Blood Ninja. Okay, you're wild in there. All right, so for me, I'm gonna say that. Oh wait, Monet says the Rock ain't showing up Sunday. He's gonna be in Australia filming Young Rock, maybe a vignette.
Oh,
maybe, because they did the same thing for a returning Edge. He even went so far as to say the rumors are false. I will not be present.
And let me tell you something. CM Punk did the same thing. I heard CM Punk.
He did the same thing
the day before, saying I will be over here filming something else that day, saying he wouldn't be there.
Just saying, and The Rock did acknowledge the people, the boys and girls, have a good show, be safe. He did acknowledge it. It's a long shot, but anything is possible in the WWE. Anything's possible in the WWE. So I'm saying it's a possibility. I say Roman Reigns will. I think we'll have some Uso interference. I don't think this is going to be a clean situation.
The Usos have a match themselves.
Doesn't matter. Does not matter.
No, it does not matter.
I still think Roman Reigns will somehow get this victory. And if Rock doesn't show up, maybe put a B in front of that. Maybe a Brock will show up. Roman will be between a Brock and a Rock place at some point. Just saying that might be a possibility. So,
all right. So
I'm leaving it with that. So let's go
to the next match.
So now we got the man, sort of. Ric Flair did a whole thing about that. Let's not get into that right now. Becky 2 belts, but I really like Big Time Bex.
Do you think he did a thing about that because Charlotte doesn't like her?
Oh, for sure.
I wonder if she started
Ric Flair actually sent the message that he may have to just show up at Survivor Series. So anything is possible. But we got Big Time Bex going against the Queen, Charlotte Flair. Who do you got? It's going to be a tough one.
So here's the thing.
Let's take it to the people. Who do y'all?
After seeing what happened with the belt exchange.
Good to see you, Emily.
Hey, Emily. So, after seeing what happened with the belt exchange and that Charlotte felt some type of way about the way that WWE wanted that to go down. It's so hard that you can't just stay kayfabe. Now I have to think about what's going on behind the scene. I think Charlotte is going to take Becky somewhere that on another level because I do think that they have real animosity, and so I think both of them are going to bring it. I don't think I wouldn't mind seeing Becky win. I haven't seen Becky bring it on a Charlotte level. Charlotte, when she got into it even when she was fighting Rhea, and next thing you know, she's bleeding, she's whatever. I mean, she will go there. She will go the distance. When I've seen her fight with Sasha, she has gone the distance. I do feel like Becky has totally stepped it up since she came back. We were not a fan of Becky's in the ring back in the before,
no.
Pre-pregnancy. We totally give her props for stepping it up, and I'm glad she has, because she's about to go against Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel that Charlotte is the stronger competitor, and I would not mind her showing me something different. But I'm gonna say Charlotte.
And I'm going to co-sign on that.
I'm not surprised.
I'm going to co-sign on that. I think it'll be a good match at the end of the day. And Charlotte can take a loss. She's done that many a time.
Okay.
And she will be fine. She cries a little bit. She usually goes outside the ring and just, what happened? But I don't think this time. I think Charlotte is gonna take it. We will watch Red Notice. We have not checked that out yet. Do we think Jimmy will betray Roman? Don't get me started on that. That should have happened. We still want to get that I Ain't Nobody's shirt.
No, not
but
yet.
No,
not yet. The bloodline is so strong. It's nowhere near done. It would be so dumb for them to break it up early. It wouldn't make any sense. And they still need to bring a female into it.
We need it.
Gosh darn it.
They
have to.
Every faction needs a good, strong female in there. It just
maybe
makes it so much better.
Maybe we need to do a mock-up of the bloodline shirt and put Tamina in there and send it to WWE and go, doesn't this look right?
Open Eye Jackson. Oh
no.
No, Nia Jax. It's okay, Master Gio. You got Roman for the win. We can appreciate that. Brock Lesnar interference. G Money Slayer. Walter, Raquel for replacements. I'll tell you what. We're going to get to that 5-man team. I will say something about Walter, especially Walter. Raquel, but especially Walter. I will definitely say something about that, but I definitely think that the Queen, Charlotte Flair, will win this, and I think it'll be a clean.
Qualified, okay.
But we got Ronda comes and has Becky. I don't see Ronda. Ronda also just had a kid not too long ago.
Doesn't sound like she has any plans on coming back.
And she has not made amends to the WWE universe. She disrespected. She spit on the WWE universe. And until you apologize, it's never going to happen. Never going to happen. Monet, Big Time Bex. Ooh.
Oh.
Both going to do some cheating. Well, you know this.
Yes.
You know this.
Whoever wins is going to cheat to win.
Not Becky, Becky Lynch, Becky, Charlotte, Becky, the man Becky, Charlotte.
That's pretty divided.
The man is going to win. Yeah, this is interesting.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, there was a lot of Beckys. Okay. The man is Charlotte. Wow. Check y'all out.
All right, so let's get to the next. Let's do it. Next.
All right, so the next one. Let's go over here. This is going to be kind of interesting. Shinsuke Nakamura against Damian Priest with Rick Boogs in the corner of Shinsuke. This is going to be interesting.
Someone in the comments mentioned, there was no build-up.
No. None whatsoever. Not entirely sure why we should be, aside from the fact that we, might respectively like these people. Why are we interested in a matchup between these two other than just seeing hopefully a good contest?
Right. And Shinsuke, I like Shinsuke. Mm-hmm. Shinsuke, I love his music. I love his vibe. I love the whole thing he does. He's very talented, but he's already been buried before. Whereas Damian, they just finally put a belt on him. Yeah. And now he's really shown us he could get down and get crazy and really take it somewhere. Snap Damian. Yeah. So I don't feel like they're going to have the new Damian who snaps lose right now.
Okay.
I think they feel like, because when they did bring him up, they brought him up as an escort to Bad Bunny, and they kind of just, almost lost the ball on that.
Okay.
So I just feel like they're kind of making up for lost time. So I'm going to go with Damian Priest on this.
Okay. I'm going to go out on a limb. We got a lot of Damians up in the house. I don't see.
Wow.
I
Really?
don't really see any Shinsuke's.
Wow.
Quantaven's got Damian. Arcel's got Damian. Jay's got Damian.
So are you going to go out on a limb by yourself and say Shinsuke?
There's someone who
With
joined
like
the bloodline,
boobs
Becky Lynch.
interference or something?
Couldn't happen, Dro. The bloodline's got to be the bloodline. Becky Lynch wouldn't work for that one.
Yeah, no, we're thinking like actual bloodline, like Tamina. We really wanted Nia Jax and Tamina to get the tag titles and to join them, so they basically had almost all the gold. But
Now,
the
Monet,
writers at WWE can't think that far ahead.
she makes an interesting point. Priest has yet to lose a singles match. Shinsuke always loses, right? So, all right. So I'm not seeing anybody for Shinsuke, really.
Yeah, that's true. They have. That's what I said. They've already buried Shinsuke. So Shinsuke's a champ right now, but they buried him so much in the past that I expect them to bury him again.
No, Marcus. What is that first match for War
But
Games? Missed that.
perhaps Shinsuke will pull out the win, maybe a little Boogs interference, and Damian will snap on them. And then Damian still looks strong because he snapped again, but Shinsuke would get the win.
All right, how about this? I'm going to say that there will be, in fact, Rick Boogs interference, but
it will cause Shinsuke to lose.
He will turn on Shinsuke.
Oh, to kind of put Boogs out there.
I say there may be a guitar to the back of the head of Shinsuke. Out of oh my gosh, what in the
because
or
to go solo.
Or maybe he will try to interfere. Go for Damian. Damian ducks, hits Shinsuke, and then you'll see their. Because I kind of feel like this might be coming to an end.
Damian Priest is going to retain, but somehow
what happens
is going to be because of Boogs, and then Boogs and Shinsuke will break up.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Damian, what are you gonna say to this, Marcus? Damian Priest got the W. He needs to win more to establish his character. More Damian is technically still undefeated. The Miz cheated to win against him. Yeah, that's true. That zombie match.
Right.
I still kind of dug that zombie match. I know people felt some type of way, but that was creative.
The zombie match didn't bother us. It just didn't bother us. You know
creative.
What? When you've been watching this show as long as we have, we're not going to be surprised by some zombies. We've seen
all kinds of
some things. If you guys weren't around during the Boogeyman, let me tell you, it was not okay to watch a man eat worms, and it was not okay to watch him eat a growth off of somebody's effing face.
Jillian Hall ain't in her face.
I almost threw up. I was not okay. So,
but he's a boogeyman. He's coming to get you.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Just like the zombies.
That's what I'm saying. So we could have someone eating worms and growths off people's face. The zombies to me weren't that.
See, when they love the zombie match, that was clever.
Yeah,
right?
Whatever. It was fun.
Thank you, Mike. You just came across the channel. We have great chemistry, love the reaction videos.
Thanks, Mike. Welcome to family.
Thank you very much. We enjoy doing this. We really want to give you guys the best show that we possibly can do. So that's why if there's something wrong with the internet and then gets kind of, it makes me crazy. She knows, but
yeah, just let us know if
and Arcel World said you're the best.
Oh, thanks, Arcel.
Have we seen the new Spider-Man trailer yet, John Elite? Yes, we have. It looks insane. And we are excited. I'm all about just blending universes. So, yeah, I'm excited about that.
Yes.
So basically, everybody's got, thank you, Ayoka. We love you too. We're getting there, Pim TV. We haven't gotten there yet.
We're pretty much on the same page with that. So, okay. So
next up, tag teams. We got RK Bro, and we saw they had a little friction on Raw, going against the Bloodline, the Usos.
let me tell you something.
I mean, who are we talking about?
We already know I got the Usos, but let me tell you why. The reason I have the Usos, other than the fact that they are the bloodline,
Put them up, son.
is because of the Usos' position behind Roman Reigns, they often lose. They often end up getting a beat down, and they often have to look weak to build up his matches. And I feel like they need this. They need the wins in these singles like on the competitions, because when it comes to Roman, they have to lose so often. Do you see what I'm saying?
So you're saying the Usos?
I'm saying that.
You got the okay, and we got our people up in here.
Wait, hold on. Nope, you got to give yours.
I'm gonna give it. Let me just see what. Let me just
you gotta
take
wait
a look.
for everybody else.
Let me just take a look here. Let me just run it down. Let me feel the temp. Okay, let me feel the temperature
No,
in the
you're
air.
not supposed to. You're supposed to have your own opinion.
AB Compost, general manager for WWE. You're damn right.
Thank you very much. I'd wear the suit.
Jody.
Sonya too.
Okay, we would straighten this out all the way.
All the way.
All the way.
Those original Survivor Series teams would have never happened.
So we got some RK Bros. We got some Usos. It's
Mixture, 50-50.
50-50 split. Monet is conflicted.
Okay.
She's going to go with the Usos. All right, so here's what I'm going to say. I think you make a good point.
Okay.
But I think because of that weakness, the Usos clearly one of the best tag teams in WWE history, without a doubt. I've been a tag team much longer than RK Bro.
Mm-hmm. Was a great tag team before they got with Roman. And
here's the deal, though. Riddle, regardless of whether you think about him, he's good in that ring. He's no easy win.
I know.
And we have a fired up Orton right now. He said the only thing he cares about, if y'all caught his backstage thing with Riddle on Raw, is that team and those belts. That team and those belts.
Which is why I think they're about to split.
And I think they're about to win.
I think it's
gonna be RKO's out of nowhere, served up all around.
I think that the loss is going to be Bro is going to lose, and because of that, I think it's going to be a problem.
Strong possibility, but I'm going RK Bro for the win.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, you okay? We want to talk about this?
It's okay.
All right.
We can do it.
Y'all remember this come Sunday, because my predictions have been hitting. Y'all know this.
Just the last couple shows. After like a year-long losing.
Why get to bring that up to people here? Why can't it be like that? I think they need at least a couple of women in the bloodline. Yes, they do, William. Yes, they do. Emily says, I want to have RK Bro. We feel like they won't let the Usos. Well, have a good night, Ioka. We appreciate you coming in.
Yes, thank you.
Please come back on Sunday, though. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes.
Usos get possessed by Umaga.
Yes.
Marcus Brown.
Yes.
You're okay with that? Summon them. Some of the ancestors of old. I love it. Yes, we're gonna watch. We're gonna definitely catch Roman Reigns tonight. Naomi coming out to help the Usos. You know what? Why not?
I mean, I feel like,
why not?
I would hate to lose the glow for sure. But at the same time, if that's what it's very hard for us to pretend like we don't know they're married, and like Jimmy would just allow his wife to be disrespected like that. I feel it's hard for me to separate those, because K-Fab is lifted, because we do know they're married and we know their family. It's hard for me to get past that. They think she could just do Naomi that dirty, and the bloodline wouldn't get involved.
And I think that would be good, because that Sonya feels right now just almighty and powerful, kind of like Stephanie did back in the day with the whole authority bit. Mm-hmm. I can just do whatever I want, but she's not about to run over Roman Reigns. It's not happening. So if she gets in with the bloodline, and I'm telling you, backstage, just see the bloodline on the door. Naomi shows up, knocks on the door. Paul Heyman opens the door, smiles, come on in. I mean, come on, people.
Where are the writers at?
Slayomi. Yes, Monet.
Yes. Oh, Monet, girl.
Okay, this is what we're talking about right here. So now,
all right, let's go.
Let's get on with the 5-on-5.
5-on-5. Usually
get paid double for that kind of action, Cotton. But we are going to go with this newly formed 5-on-5. So on the Raw side, Bobby Lashley has taken the place of one Mr. Dominic Mysterio. You have Mr. Theory, selfie taking. First, let me take a selfie. Is now taking the place of Rey Mysterio. You've got a much more aggressive Kevin Owens, a Finn Balor, who they just had a thing.
Right.
And the architect, the Monday Night Messiah himself, Seth Rollins, against the SmackDown team, Drew McIntyre, Jeff Hardy, King Woods, if he's in good shape, Happy Corbin, and somebody yet to be determined. Raw done happened. The go-home show is over. What is going to go down on SmackDown? Who's going to replace this missing Sami Zayn?
It's very hard to give a prediction when we are missing somebody, because that missing person can make all the difference, right?
They can.
But based on the teams right now, as they stand, I have Team Raw.
Team Raw.
I have Team Raw.
Team Raw. Okay.
4 out of 5 heels. Heels get down and dirty. Kevin Owens is on a path. Seth Rollins is, Seth Rollins is Seth Rollins.
Who was the mystery guy? Yeah,
I mean, and I, I'm a big fan of Jeff Hardy. Drew's an amazing fighter. Baron Corbin could get down, but I just think I have Team Raw.
It's so, like you said, it's hard to say definitively with somebody missing.
Right.
And it looks like a lot of people are going with Raw. We do see some SmackDowns here.
Especially, like you said,
Can you do the Rock's eyebrow?
King Woods even
the smoldering look? Dr. Bravestone.
Dr. Bravestone.
Master Gio's got SmackDown. William. They debut Simone the Rock starting the Bloodline. Oh wow!
Because we don't really know how if King, we don't know. Like the last time, he didn't even have his crown, right? He was. I mean, they tried to injure him, so we don't even know what condition he's in.
Yeah,
and we don't know who the last member is. So I just feel like looking at it, of course, with a missing member, I just feel like Raw looks stronger.
Yeah, Team Raw. I think Team Raw is a much stronger team, like Monet says, Nasir, Arcel. Isaiah's got Team SmackDown. Ty Planet's got Raw. Blood Ninja's got Raw. Yeah, I just think I think we got some more. Like I said, we got some more heels.
Mm-hmm.
The only issue is, are they going to be able to get along? See, heels, it's all about, ego.
Egos can get in the way. Right.
So, and Seth is on some kind of weird Joker thing right now. So I don't really know what's going on there. But yeah, I think Team Raw will come away with it. Now I hope to maintain that after SmackDown.
That's what I'm saying. We don't know who the last person is, and we don't really know.
Yeah.
King Woods, what's going on? So.
Yeah, we got Raw, Comics got SmackDown.
We reserve the right to change our predictions based on any new information that may present itself.
Rich Holland is also a possibility. I mean, that is true, D. Bobby Lashley won't be an easy pick. No, Bobby Lashley will not be. Bobby Lashley's been on a tear. And you do not destroy the Mysterios just to lose, right? Like, you're not going to have him come over here sweating up a storm just to come away with a loss to SmackDown. Yeah, I don't think they're going to let that happen. And you have MVP in this corner. So we all miss Bray Wyatt. Don't even get us started.
I miss Braun, too.
take the loss, last respective spots. Ricochet, Tony Storm. Interesting. Safe Emerald Armor. How are you? So good to see you here.
Oh, hey.
Better late than never. That's okay.
Welcome.
We know you got stuff and school and whatever. The big move. Congratulations on that, by the way. Don't even worry about that. Now let's talk about what I'm really interested in. The ladies. The ladies 5-on-5. Now, on the Raw side, we have your queen, Zelina Vega. Love saying that. Carmella, Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair. SmackDown side, you got the Boss, the Blueprint, Sasha Banks, Shayna Baszler, a much more aggressive Shotzi, Natalya, and a yet unnamed replacement to Aaliyah. And Aaliyah did say this is not over. So she did say, you got some more coming to Sonya Deville. So even though she's off, is she off? Is Sonya going to interject herself?
Right. And once again, we're missing somebody on the right.
That's what I'm saying. Who and the women's roster, I mean, this roster is thin. So unless they bring somebody from NXT, I'm not entirely sure who's going to fill that spot.
Let me tell you something. It's funny because as far as someone saying that they think Raquel could fill that spot, well, that would completely change my prediction, number one.
Thank you, Master Gio. He's got to go. We appreciate you. We'll see you on Sunday.
Number one, if it was Raquel to come on to Team SmackDown, I would change my prediction based on that. Okay? Because I'm a huge fan of Raquel. But the same way that I said that Aaliyah shouldn't have came up and went straight to the Survivor Series team because she hadn't even had a match, I feel the same way about Raquel. Even though I'm a fan of hers, I do think you are supposed to kind of earn your spot because it is Survivor Series. But once again, Team Raw is looking real strong there,
Real strong.
And that match between Rhea and Carmella, can we talk about that for a minute?
I mean,
first of all,
did that
get real? Because
there's some kicks to that.
There was some receipts going down.
Yeah,
there were
some things happened.
And so I feel like Team Raw looks like the stronger team with Bianca and Rhea and Carmella, but can Carmella and Rhea get along? Just like you talked about when you have that going on.
You know what? Let me pull this team up one more time. Let me pull it up one more again.
We'll pull it up
one more again. Now take a look at this team on the right.
You have Natalya. I don't think
that's the boat.
Strong. I don't care.
The boat.
She's not a strong competitor. I don't care. And I have no idea who the missing person is. Now, Sasha's fierce. Shayna.
You seem a little conflicted.
I don't think
Call it.
All that.
Call it.
I'm gonna go with Team Raw. I'm going with Team Raw.
Team Raw.
Going with Team Raw again.
All right.
Unless it comes out that they really do put Raquel on Team SmackDown, then I may change my after Friday. But right now, I'm gonna stick with Team Raw.
I say, if it would be nice to see Jai Lee in there. I think she's a good competitor.
She's also going to just go straight to a team without a match on the main roster.
I think she's a good competitor. However, to really, because you got some big powerhouses in Rhea and Bianca, you need a big powerhouse on this side. You should interject Raquel. If Raquel is on that team, Team SmackDown all the way. Team SmackDown for the win. Anybody other than Raquel, it's Team Raw.
I do know that.
It's Team Raw.
I do know that.
So that's what I'm saying.
And what do our people have to say?
Well,
come on.
We have. It's hard to say.
Let's see.
Sheamus might be the mystery person. That would be good.
That would be good.
If Sheamus is in there, that's a game changer for sure. So Marcus Brown, you have Team Toxic Attraction with Dakota Kai versus Io Shirai, Corey J. Raquel Gonzalez, and a mystery. Oh gosh, that's an interesting. We can talk about that later. That's interesting. Bye, David. Take care. Thank you for coming.
David.
We'll see you on Sunday.
Yes.
Liv Morgan will be the sole survivor.
SmackDown.
Liv is so good. Cannot pick against Sasha. Quantavian's got Team Raw. The standard, baby. Raw, because as Monet says, Liv, Rhea, and Bianca survive because Rhea is very protected. This is true. She'll never get pinned. Bianca doesn't need to lose anymore. True enough. She always loses those eyelashes. Can we talk about that?
Oh, gosh.
Can we talk about that for a minute?
That drives me crazy. But, the only thing I can say about that is that if she were to get her eyelashes done individually, this is a very girly statement. If she were to get her eyelashes done individually, they would not fall off so easily. Yeah. But she doesn't. She's not the kind of girl who walks around with fake eyelashes on every day. So they come off. I don't know.
Yeah, I actually I'm a fan of Aaliyah's. I was a fan of Aaliyah's on NXT. I think she did good on her debut match on SmackDown. It just kind of sucks that Sonya Deville is just. How long have you known Naomi? Like it's just
ridiculous.
Naomi basically is poison to anybody that comes. It's just it's no good. It's no good. I kind of almost want to see Sonya be on the team just to see her get beat down.
Right.
She needs a good butt whooping. Toni Storm, it would be nice. I don't see, and she's good. I just don't see that being the winning combination for that team. Team SmackDown wins this one. What if Asuka's a mystery partner for Team SmackDown?
What if Naomi is the mystery partner and you see a reluctant general manager, either one of them, agreeing to it after talking to Paul Heyman, and he got Naomi on the team, starting to at least tease it. That's
pulling some stroke here.
Yeah.
But I think overall for SmackDown, they really need they need somebody that's really going to show up and show out, because you do have the strength on the Raw side. So
you have a lot of strength on the Raw.
And Liv Morgan, she's riding momentum. She wants to be Raw Women's Champion, so she's going to want to have a good showing.
And I'm telling you, that match with Carmella and Rhea, that really, I wanted to see it anyway. I do think that Carmella is a little underrated. Like, they give her chances to perform, but they don't set her up for victory. It's really kind of weird. I don't see them making her champ again, to be honest with you. But when she gets a chance to perform, she puts on a fight.
Yeah. Like,
that's one thing I respect about her. When she does get in the ring, she puts on a fight. And I didn't expect her to take it to Rhea like she did. But if Rhea didn't answer.
I mean, I will say, and some people have also said, if Asuka does return, I think we'll see a much more aggressive Asuka. I think that would also turn the tide for Team SmackDown.
Yeah.
For sure. But I mean, and it's interesting because, like Isaiah says, what if Adam puts Naomi in without Sonya? Okay, like they're both heel right now though, and they both seem to be kind of
on the same page,
doing their thing, and just
before it
changing
kind of
teams.
Seemed for a while that Sonya was the bad guy and Adam was the good guy, but that is gone. He's even wearing all red, like with black and red, like when you're doing the dark colors like that, you're supposed to be. He used to wear light suits with blue ties, go off his eyes and stuff, and now he's like dressing like the Antichrist.
Thank you, Walter, for acknowledging us. We acknowledge you too. Good night, Emily. We will see you Sunday.
Good night, Emily.
Always good to see you in here. Jody's got Team SmackDown.
Okay. Yeah.
And the Barclays isn't sold out for Survivor Series. Well,
wow.
That's nobody's fault but WWE.
No one's fault but theirs.
Okay. You released over the last year or so, close to 80 people, right? You got this roster as paper thin as can be, and you still are doing this brand thing. So you're going to have the same people wrestle the same people wrestling the same people, except this one night.
Yeah.
Right? And there was no, unlike last time, Nobody did any invasion. There was no SmackDown invasion.
Right, they didn't build up at all.
We doubt there'll be a Raw invasion. There was no Raw invasion. We doubt there'll be a SmackDown invasion. Like, it just didn't happen. So I don't.
A little bit. Usos invaded.
Okay. You had, if you recall, which cemented Becky Lynch's legacy.
You're right, for sure.
Right? Like, you want to see blue shirts,
awesome.
red shirts.
And NXT
couldn't even do that.
Too.
You couldn't even do that.
No, they did nothing. Absolutely, it's no one's fault but their own.
Yeah, there was nothing. So aside from the fact that we know these wrestlers and we like them or dislike them respectively, there's really overall nothing there. At least when Big E won the title, he did show up and go into Roman's face.
Right.
So at least that was a little something.
Yeah, I feel like the champions have tried going back and forth with the New Day and the Usos, and I feel like that's the only thing that's built up. Really.
There we go. I mean,
was that it? Is there no other matches, or was there?
That's it. We're sure there'll be a. Does anybody know if there's going to be or who's going to be in the pre-show? I have not seen any information about the pre-show. Let's see. Shane and Stephanie needs to get Adam and Sonya. Don't. Oh gosh, don't even get me there, man. There's a lot that needs to be changed with Raw. I'm the only one who thinks Rhea feels the last War Games spot on the Raquel team. We will get there. I'm kind of excited. We love NXT. Their pay-per-views, they show up and show out every single time. So whoever's going to be in those teams, whatever's going on in War Games, it's going to be fabulous. It'll probably be better than Survivor Series.
Probably better than Survivor Series.
Thank you, Roland. The Rock better return. I think The Rock. I think if WWE really wants to get some of this and get some interest going in the interest of his 25th anniversary, throw some money to The Rock. I don't care what his schedule is. I don't care where he's going to be. He's got a private jet.
He doesn't need your money.
He can fly anywhere at any time.
He doesn't need their money.
Make an appearance.
He doesn't need their money, number one. I mean,
Make an
first
appearance.
of all, he has more money than Vince at this point. But you fired his cousin. You just fired his cousin. He bought Nia Jax a car before because he has a relationship with his cousin. You just let her go while she was dealing with mental health issues.
His daughter's still there.
I don't know. So what? That doesn't mean he has to stop what he's doing and use his personal jet to come there.
I disagree with you, homeboy.
I don't know.
25th anniversary. They're celebrating him all month.
It doesn't matter. They shouldn't have celebrated him by firing his cousin. And I feel like at some point, someone is going to stand up to them and say, no, you can't just fire my family and think I'm going to come show up for you. So I don't know about that.
Hey, Aaron, what's going on? Yeah, I think it's going to be. Didn't The Rock buy the XFL? Yeah, The Rock owns it.
B is the mystery part.
Yeah, she can't get fired up. She can't throw hands. Let's not kid ourselves.
Whatever.
911. No, just
Maybe
kidding.
back in the day.
she can't throw hands. All right, so that's it. That's it for the predictions.
That's it.
And it feels kind of light, you know. Naomi versus Bianca versus Sasha. Why not?
Nia was fired due to protocol. I gotta tell you, Nia's statement says otherwise. Nia's statement was very clear that at no point did anyone say anything to her about the fact that she wasn't vaccinated, because there's plenty of people who are not vaccinated who are still on the show. And she said that she was taking a mental health break and asked for a little more time, and they never responded to her, and instead she got fired. So
there it is. Roderick, we feel some type of way about Aaliyah being kicked off. Well, at least I do.
I don't.
She does not. I think she needed a chance. You know, however these teams came to be, and the fact that they're getting changed.
If she would have earned her spot, I would have felt different.
None of it makes sense.
I wasn't excited about her being on the team, and I know you were a fan of hers already, so I get it. If Raquel was on the team, I'd be happy, even though she's new to the main roster. So I understand.
But I think the only reason that they're doing this, you know, changing of teams, picking it out, because everything was so lackluster because there was no build-up, because people really weren't interested in seeing this pay-per-view, that they had to do something to kind of make people angry, to kind of goat people. It just seems like this is all they got.
Yeah.
There's no invasion. There was no nothing. Remember when Shane set SmackDown to invade? Exactly.
Yeah,
we just
that's
talked
what
about
we're
that.
saying. That was so exciting, especially when they had SmackDown versus Raw versus NXT going on. Oh my gosh, that was so good.
Yeah, so it just, we'll see. I mean, hopefully we should have some good performances for the most part. It's a pay-per-view, it's Survivor Series, so they got to show up. And we'll see what happens. We'll see if there's any surprises. We'll see if the Great One shows up. We'll see if the Beast shows up. There's got to be something. I just would hate for these to just be regular old matches. Then there's a win, there's a loss, and you move on to the next thing. Like just you got to do better.
Well, clearly the stadium not being filled is sending a clear message that this is, people feel some type of way about how they've just been dismissive of their talent, how they are not putting effort into Survivor Series. At this point, we are fans of the product based on the history that we've invested, more so than the product deserves our loyalty. You know what I'm saying? In spite of the product.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere, but they got to do.
We'll be like old people with gray hair telling you when you kids back in our day, WWE used to be all about the Survivor Series.
Wow, this feels like a natural stopping point. That is it for us, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back on Sunday for Survivor Series.
Guess who's back?
We might come a little early, maybe 15 minutes before.
Yes, in case we need to change any of the predictions based on SmackDown.
So look out for that. We'll have a couple of SmackDown reactions. Not too many because we got a lot going on. There's a wedding. There's a whole big thing going on this weekend. So we'll have a couple of reactions to SmackDown.
We're still going to get them in there, you guys.
We're going to get them in there, and we will definitely be getting in for our live watch-along for Survivor Series. We appreciate y'all so much for always showing up for A and B Combos Wrestling Edition. We will try to get back to y'all. Thank you, Jody. We will try to get back to everybody in the comments. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Be safe. Have a good night. I got nothing else. I got nothing else.
Bye, everybody.
All right,
Thank you
guys.
so much. See you Sunday.
Good night. See y'all Sunday.